Hey, this is Sam Black with my second match with Abzan, Aggro, and Standard. I'm on the draw with a totally reasonable hand. I'm going to keep. Some question as to whether I want to lead Lenora Wastes, Thoughtseize, Caves of Coast, Fleecebane Lion, which would deal 4 damage to me, versus Sandstep Citadel, Forest, Fleecebane Lion, which would deal 0 to me, and then later I could take 3 to Thoughtseize. Sorry, I guess it'd actually do 5 damage to me to play the Thoughtseize first line. So that decision is clearly, since I'm on the draw, one that comes down to what deck my opponent's playing. And I guess I can actually lead Caves into Forest to not take damage for green. So I'm going to not play a tap land first. I'm going to Thoughtseize here because my opponent is most likely playing Green Devotion, but certainly some kind of green deck where I think that my life total is not going to be as important as disrupting my opponent. Oh, and it's actually an Abzan error. So I think I just take this Siege Rhino. I don't really have a great way to deal with either creature, but Siege Rhino is a more immediate problem. I can certainly imagine that I could get punished for that, but the hope is that my opponent won't be well positioned to actually trigger the raid on that. So now I'm going to play the Lion. Okay, so now my opponent can raid by attacking with the Elvish Mystic. There's nothing I can do to stop that. My opponent's just able to trade an Elvish Mystic for a bird to get a bird, which is a good trade. But I'm just going to let that happen. I'll attack, and then I'll play the Death Dealer to be able to block the Elvish Mystic. And I don't really need my land to tap for green. I think I'd rather scry, so I'm going to play the Temple of Silence, and I might as well do that before playing the Death Dealer just to get more information, even though there's nothing that would make me not play this. I don't need to draw their tap land. I'll put that on the bottom. Green, black, creature. So, as predicted, we kill the elf. And then a couple of flyers come down. So, I'm going to play Lenora Wastes and attack with the Death Dealer. I expect my opponent to take it, and I'm going to play Siege Rhino. And I think it's going to be hard to win this game, but I don't think I'm out of it just yet. Well, now I might be out of it. My opponent's gaining a ton of life here. 10. Both rocks attack. Alternatively, maybe they won't attack to protect Soren. Both lines are pretty bad for me. So I think my opponent clearly should just try to race with the rocks here. My opponent would be attacking for half my life total, and that's the line that is happening. I'm probably just going to die. In offense, it doesn't really do anything to save me. Attacking, killing Soren buys me a turn. I think I just have to do that. And I think the best way to do that is actually to attack with everything. Creatures aren't doing anything else, and attacking my opponent's life total isn't really going to help me. I can't win a race that way. I just need to make Soren dead. That attack meant that my opponent just let Soren die, which is what I needed. I'm going to play this, and I'm currently set to go to 1, or to go to 2, so I can take a pain to play Anaffenza, which turns off my pain lands and really makes Herald unusable. Thoughtseize obviously just kills me. I'll play Anaffenza. I don't know what sequence of things could possibly save me. I don't think Bile-Blight's in here. I guess I need to draw my own Soren next turn. So getting more power into play is the thing to do. Yeah, drawing my own Soren is my only chance. Abzan Charm is decidedly not Soren. I can cast it, and it can kill one of the rocks. Doesn't really do anything, but if for some reason my opponent decides to attack with only one rock, then it buys me a turn. That play would be really inconceivably bad, but my only options really are to concede or attack and hope that happens. And my opponent attack with both. So, there are a couple of different ways to think about the discard spells in this matchup. Either I could view this as the kind of thing that just becomes a top-decking war where I don't want them because they're bad to draw late, or I could view this as the way that I actually am going to view them is my opponent has more mana sources than I do, and so has fewer threats, and so trading 1 for 1 should be good for me. And also I feel like our threats are potent enough that I don't really think the game is going to be much of a top-decking war. I think it's mostly going to be about who comes out better. So I think I want Despise, and I think I want Wingmate Rock, Whip, and probably a Johnny. So I'm going a little bigger than the deck is at the beginning. And I don't want I think Ulcerate's bad, very clearly. That feels like a card that's in here specifically to answer other matchups. The 3 life is really bad here, and it doesn't kill most of the creatures that matter. What else is weak? Potentially Anafenza. Anafenza matches up poorly against Siege Rhino and dies to Abzan Charm. We can at least trim that. Cut more things. I guess I'll just cut that, and then I think I'll cut Air of the Wilds. Just try to go a little bit bigger, but not too much bigger. I'm still the more aggressive deck with these extra 2-drops that attack, but just get a bit more removal and some late game. Choose to play first, and this hand doesn't really maximize the strengths of the deck, but it does look like it's just a solid hand, so I'm going to keep. I'm going to lead with Temple Melody because I know that I don't want to draw a land, and I would really like to find a 2-drop. In general, it would be better to play a land that lets me cast more spells and just scry after fetching, but I just specifically want to find a 2-mana spell to play here, so I'm going to increase my chances by playing the scry land. I don't need another Herald, I think. I have a 3-drop and a 5-drop already, so I'd rather find something that lets me use my mana better. Here I'm just going to play my tapped land. That's at least something to get on the board. Alright, let's see what my opponent has. Abzan, Charm, and Sorin. Well, I guess I don't really care if my opponent plays Sorin next turn. So I guess I'll take Abzan Charm. Plays Sorin. What are you doing with Sorin? Makes it that. And you have to either chump block with the bat or lose Sorin. Not too impressive. So I'm going to attack Sorin. Now if my opponent keeps Sorin in play, I'll monstrous my lion to keep threatening Sorin. And if my opponent lets Sorin die, I think I just play and plus it. What is this bat doing? Really nothing. The reason, okay, so if I monstrous my lion, then I don't really know how my opponent deals with it, and then I can just play Johnny and pump it. I think that's safest. So now I play Johnny. I use it to make the lion huge. I put my opponent in a spot where chump blocking is required every turn. There's Elspeth, who allows just that to happen. So now I need to dig for something better. Wingmate Rock would be ideal. And there's a Wingmate Rock. It's the only thing I can take. How perfect. Not really sure why I attacked Elspeth, but whatever. Thoughtseize. Okay, that's fine. Wingmate Rock. I think I'm pretty satisfied with this configuration. I will keep this. Yeah, I guess that's fine. cast a lot. What's the problem? Whatever. Rhino. This thing. No, that looks very good. Now, I hope that my opponent doesn't have Vile Blight. I don't think it would make a lot of sense to have Vile Blight here, so I think I should be safe, but this could theoretically end really badly. If my opponent attacks, I have to take it because of Abzan Charm. Becoming a 6/7 would kill both my lions, which would be horrendous. So now I can play a tapped land and attack with both my guys. Exile one home, perfect. It's gone. Not sure which way I should kill the siege right now. I think I'm just gonna wait. The off chance that my opponent plays a Planeswalker and pumps it because it's still in play. It should be obvious that I'm going to kill it, so I don't think that's going to happen, but now it is attacking, and I have to decide which removal spell I want to use. And I think Wingmate Rock is good at keeping Planeswalkers under control, so I'm going to use Hero's Downfall. Okay, so I guess I should just bestow Herald of Torment and kill Elspeth. That feels right. Ooh, that makes racing a lot harder. Wow, that is really bad. All I can do here, I think I'm dead because I have to attack Sorin to kill Sorin. Because otherwise any creature is lethal. And I have to play Wingmate Rock. But I only have 2 blockers and my opponent has 4 attackers, which is exactly enough that my blockers don't matter. And my opponent really only needs to push one image, I suppose, because of Herald. Yep, very dead. Sorin was huge. It was an interesting match, though.